to say that Brolin is the best player in the team would almost have been unheard of, but I think it's a fact. I don't think it's even arguable at this point. Like, the kid is nuts, and I can't wait to see him play today. Renegades, though, they've again managed to get a very decent map pool. We've seen some strong performances on this in the past. JW already going to be kicking things off. Golden as well picks off 2 from the door, and Crims chimes in. This has been an absolute slaughter in the pistol round, leaving Malta all on his lonesome.
Well, I know something Fnatic has been doing in their downtime since their last tournament of Pro League. Clearly IEM USP maps.
I'm sure there's a lot that they've been doing in their past times, but yeah, it's looking good, really. Flusher going for a knife kill in there.
And now Renegades, they have the fate in their own hands. You need to start taking some rounds here on Dust 2. You need to start hitting some shots as well. You can see In's already being tagged up. Off to 51 health. And do they even know JW's here?
No, they don't. That's actually going to lead to Sicko going down. Now, they could boost on top, and that leaves JW very vulnerable indeed, but Hats isn't going to be able to trade the kill back. Ins should, and that will at least lead things into a 3 versus 3. Crims, however, finds the man on short. In fact, this is all going to come down to timing. You can see they're checking their backside just to make sure that if anybody is coming in from behind, they're aware, but I think Brolin has got the timing absolutely perfect. Going to hit the headshot as well onto Inns. That's the AWP drop to the floor, and it leaves Dexter now alone. 25 seconds left on the clock. He does at least have the bomb, but making this cross is going to be very difficult, even though it's a scout on the other side. But the missed shot gives him an opener. It's the second as well, and now he's just got to be careful of the man coming in from behind, but he can now plant a little bit safer. He doesn't. He chooses for a more open one, but Brolin doesn't see him. He'll get the kill anyway.
Even Fnatic going for like an early cat push here, and I think this is just the confidence out of them, right? Shoots a little high over Sicko, who just ducks under the bullet. And there we go, Dexter gets 1 too, so they're at least able to have a man advantage, maintain it even after Flushy gets the kill on the Malta. But can they get into a round when Brolin's coming around and look at his head cleanly taken off by Dexter?
He's done well fighting into middle, but even still the trade comes back once again from Flusher. However, the B site now firmly in the control of Hats. JW, oh, he can get past the Molotov. They will have heard it, but he doesn't connect. And that's going to be Hats putting this round to bed. Flusher, this is just going to have to be the save. They do look to make this split onto the A site happen once again. It's JW alone with a P250 out towards long. The flashbang as well from Sicko leaves him completely blind, so no real chance for the Swede. And the T's, although they've thrown out a fair bit of utility early, they're just being patient. Nice work from Flusher, though. He's going to go back for a little bit more, and he gets both players. Now this comes down to just the long push, which actually leaves them quite isolated. Crims goes in for the peak with his Deagle. Not a whole lot to lose, so he can take these risks and try and distract as Flusher goes back for a little bit more. A third kill for the Swede as Hats now tries to take him down, and finally will, and leaves it onto just the pistols, or so they thought, as that SG then gets picked up. Or an SG gets picked up by Brolin. He's going to peek him for more, and Fnatic, they win the round out of very little.
They've not really been able to find that magic equation. That might have been it, but Crims is going to get the kill into In still. Man advantage back to Fnatic, and I feel like if you're Renegades, like with these buy rounds that you've been having and being forced to save every so often, you can't afford to lose a player right off the bat without returning the kill as well. They've lost now 2. It's a 5-on-3.
The fact that if this comes back as a strong map within their pool, there's real issues. And maybe that's one of the reasons they haven't faced into the B site so much. Brolin is an absolute master of the site. It's going to be 9-1 now. This time, once again, we're going to have the boost up onto short. So there's going to be an early aggressive play. JW is going to be so well placed. Malta had absolutely no idea. Again, 10 seconds into the round, there's an initial kill. Dexter is going to be able to find one back. As said, the small glimmer of hope has been his aggression. I don't think they realize that he's just lurking within the smoke. That could be the one thing that saves them. He's going to net another frag, but he doesn't know that Crims is just behind. In the meantime, they switch things up. I like this from Renegades. Straight up onto short after the initial success.
2 members of Fnatic coming in from CT, trying to cause a little bit of a distraction, though they should know as a player towards long. Brolin gets the first onto Inns. Hat's trying to respond, does get the kill, so does Sicko. So now it's all on Crims and a 1-on-2. He knows where Hats is. I think he has an idea where Sicko is. Unfortunately, knowing where he is not going to be enough, as finally Renegades do put a round on the board.
It's been very, very heavy towards this A side, which it's going to be the case with a lot of teams, but it means that there can be further gambles. That's better, though.
So to cut you off, Tom, look how far he's been pushed up here. He's actually going to spot them out, but unfortunately can't get the kill. We see it come in. Golden actually helps him out. Golden gets a second, and that equalizes things with them losing JW off the bat towards long.
The T side don't have to take the risk we saw from them previously, but now Flush is getting aggressive as well. And this is where things are going to get much, much tougher for the Renegades, as it's clearly been realized where they have to be going. Brolin holding that cross. They go for the peak once again, but they do get the trade at least. However, I don't know if they're going to expect Flusher to be this deep within the site, and he's going to utilize his Molotov to buy Goldham some extra time. It's going to be left now, all onto Sicko. The AWP.
They got a lot of utility to use too. 2 grenades, incendiary grenade, and a smoke behind that as well. Sicko, he's in the perfect position to be naded down. There we go. First comes through. That's 44 damage. Spots on the second as the incendiary gets thrown in. It gets completely overwhelmed by Fnatic. Well done by them.
Looking for the spot in middle. They're going to fight for long. Actually take a little bit more of an aggressive point, but there is no way Malta should get anywhere near winning that duel. Somehow, it's a little bit close. And actually, I think we just saw Golden peek into lower tunnels and find that initial pick as well. There really is nothing that Fnatic won't try. Nice nade onto Dexter just to make things that little bit worse. And one by one, the Renegades are getting picked off.
Sicko's trying to look for a shot here, but not really giving him an angle for it. And Flush, in the meantime, takes down Dexter. That's a player towards long. He's tucked away in towards the car. They do have a Molotov to dislodge him, which they're going to be able to throw in, but he's actually just backs up a little bit, creates some distance. That's Gold to help watch the cross from the pit position. And yeah, this is looking a lot like my matchmaking games right now. Everyone just coming along to look for the duel, to look for the fight. Sicko's going to win out on this one, but again, 1 versus 3 with the Scout. He has 2 kills, but he needs to find 3 more to get Renegades up to 3 rounds. And he just looks to peek towards the longhouse and gets his head clean taken off. I mean, that's typically how tournaments work, right? You get better and better games, and no. It's fine. I like you excited,
Not
Tom.
all the time. Not all the time.
I like excited Tom. He jumps around a lot.
Well, CT side, nice shot from Sicko through the smoke. And they're actually still going to have a man at the back of sight. It's been a complete long push, but they've left JW behind. He'll be looking to come in on a flank. And considering they've managed to get the bomb down, and there are 4 players on shore, JW could be the most important player in the round, or he could get behind them and do absolutely nothing. We'll have to wait and see. But there's the flank, and it's exactly what happened. He's set up for the perfect play, but Inns is just watching, ready and waiting. It's a bomb plant, but no kills for Fnatic.
Well, Brolin's looking to get out long right away. Does get caught on the dumpster, though, and a little bit, unfortunately, in. That turns into a dumpster fire as he gets dropped right off the bat, and Renegades are the ones to get the man advantage within the first 20 seconds of the round.
There's still very little information for Fnatic, how many players are here. And they're trying to boost over the top of the smoke, but, well, that didn't work. Golden just running into the site, did the Deeg, can only find 1. Cross will come in from Flusher, a little bit of a tag, which will slow him down a little bit, but other than that, not much else. And a nice shot, at least from JW, will net 1, but Hats is very quick to trade that back. Leaves us in a 2 versus 2, with no real utility for either side.
AK and Famas against the 2 M4s, and right now Hat's been able to get a big kill on a Flush, and a second as well. It's his 3rd of the round, gets a Hat's trick, and Renegade's going to go up to 4 rounds now to 14.
I feel gross.
Come on. I almost guarantee you have that in your back pocket ready to go. I mean, just even looking how they took towards short. Like, they flashed and boosted someone around the corner. Something we didn't really see out of Renegades too often. Like, the flash alone was missing, where JD was able to hit multiple shots. Inns, though, playing up close to the smoke, might be able to catch him off guard. Gets out Brolin, not able to escape, unfortunately. JW takes him down. And Sicko, he gets a tag. Was that actually a double tag coming through?
I think there was a nade thrown in at the same time, and in the meantime, Flusher just peeks out long. Both players executed in this round. Quickly swings on its head. They're going to have just about enough time to get the bomb down. And now Flusher just waiting on that cross. Hats, I think he knows that he has to peek into the other angle, but actually just goes straight for Crims and leaves Dexter all alone. They should just be able to run away and save that gun, at least bring something into the next round. But if anybody is going to take that play, Dexter as well, maybe just going to try and team up with his, well, I was going to say remaining short players, but he's already dead. And now the Molotov's going to come in at the perfect time, leaving Sicko and his teammate just burning. They don't even have a smoke to put it out. They tried to pull out a flashbang, but that's just going to leave you blind. And, well, they're burnt down to a crisp. It leaves Hats alone.
I should really hope where that commentator's curse just randomly pop in and say hello.
I don't mind. I honestly don't mind. Like, it would be wonderful if this man could bring it back, but it isn't the case. And Fnatic have been absolutely dominant in this map. A 16-4 showing in their first map. We are into our second match. A CT side start for Renegades, exactly where we want to be seeing them, but the pressure is going to be coming onto them very fast indeed.
Look at this, JW in towards apartments. We have the rest of just Bombar in the site. Brolin, unfortunately, not able to hit the initial shots, and it looks like it's going all blue for Renegades, as JW's the only one to pick up a kill, and now he has 4 more to 5, but as quick as that round started, it finished.
Mid not really going to do too much, but they are challenging for Banana, and Flusher has just been wrecked early on. Even the Incendiary going to look to force him further back, and that is Banana completely under the control of the CTs, although they're not holding on to it. Sicko as well, the same double setup that they had in the last round. Looking good, but the real issue for the T's is they can't actually force any of these players out of these positions. However, they have managed to get the site.
They have Brolin. He's the one that's going to force them out of positions as he gets in towards the site. Gets the first kill, the bomb making its way through. Should be planted. Brolin gets himself a second. Even Flusher there to lurk in towards apartments as well. And now Renegades, as you mentioned, trying to see it as a bonus round for them, have not been able to pick up a single kill. Most likely won't get any either.
The apartments for the majority of the game, but this is his prime position, like just around the site. Difficult to force out. He's going to be waiting patiently, hits the first shot, and then is just happy to fall back. In the meantime, though, the T's have rotated their gaze towards this B site. And we'll see if Dexter is actually going to make any sort of rotation back just yet, or if it's just going to be down to Inns. And of course, Malta still within the site itself.
Smoke comes in. Malta's going to fall immediately as Inns trying to spam through the smoke as he gets the first, but they've lost the site. Rotation's a little bit slow out of Renegades to get here. Crim's going to equalize things, taking down Sicko, so now they've lost their op. It looks like Renegades want to make this a little bit expensive for Fnatic. Flashbang comes at the perfect time. Golden gets himself 2. And now it's on Hats to run away. Gets the op, but I think he's going to escape this one. And there we go, Fnatic take the second round. I mean, not too heavy an investment. You know, their economy is relatively broken.
Now there's 3 players and a 4th lurking around, ready for this CT side. However, already one will fall. Inns with a perfect timing is going to be able to break back with 2 kills. A 3rd already for him and a rifle retrieved as well.
20 seconds left to go, so Fnatic's going to have to pick up the pace momentarily. Malta's going to be able to spot them out, and ideally, he's looking to just stay alive or just get the headshot on a JW. Now it's all on Crim's. Rotations from CT should be coming through. I don't really see a world where Crims can win this one. And there we go, Malta. Maybe all he needs is the Deagle. Gets himself 2 and gets Renegades the round.
Inns going through the Molotov. Doesn't have much support, but he is at least going to be able to get that initial frag to get past them in the last round with pistols. But their previous entry into this site was massively successful. Blue's going to be in play. They're going to clear out one straight away, but it's just a 1-for-1 trade. Not enough for the CT side players, and rotation from Sicko will be in, but JW peeks above the smoke and finds that pick instead. Leaves the remaining players from Renegades to hold back and to be able to find anything just yet. Actually spots as well, and it's Malta who suffers because of it.
Smoke's being thrown down. Sicko looking to get in towards the back of site to make this op effective. The problem is the bomb's actually rotated away. They've left Flusher there to cause a distraction, but Dexter here in the meantime is able to get one onto Brolin, call for the rotations to come through. Flusher will eventually fall, and it comes down to these 2 defenders at the A site.
Yeah, late smoke as well makes things that little bit more difficult. Dexter just lurking within the site. The crossfire there, but Crims has made his way around, but he doesn't connect initially. And actually, that's the bomb dropped on the site. That's all they needed. The time runs out, and Hats from the pit is able to get a triple kill. Fnatic, it seems like they don't really want to waste them. Like they don't have enough utility to fight it. Well, maybe a little bit of payback from the previous round. Malta going down early through the wall and smoke. And now they get one back in return, and this is looking clean. A sneaky Dexter in the corner has said he's going to be that irritating player. Fnatic Golden, you can see, is trying to do something a little bit risky, but considering he has the bomb, I'm not really sure what he's hoping for here. It will be dropped, and now JW, 1 versus 5. No armor, a single smoke.
Oh. JW able to get 1. Again, the bomb not in his hands, though. Looking to save for the last 20 seconds of time, and
the fact is, most of their plays so far from the Aussies have been very passive. Like the B-side players, they challenge initially on Banana, but don't really take too much control. They don't really opt to keep it. And on the A side, other than maybe Dexter and Sicko having a little peek into mid.
And you got Dexter in towards CT spawn. Just kind of hovering here, waiting to rotate into when the execute comes through, which will be towards the B side, it seems. Let's see, can Fnatic finally hit the shots they need? And Malta, well, he's able to get 1. Not able to get the spray down to the second, though, as Golden and Flusher chime in together to open up the B site. Bomb now picked back up in the hands of Crims, and Flusher, again, through the smoke, takes down Dexter.
as easy as you like for Golden. Sicko not really wanting to rebuy that AWP, so like I think they've really struggled to get anywhere near Arch control.
Truly is a war zone over here at Banana. And Inns might go for the peek with help the flashbang. 1-for-1 trade comes through now. Malta. He does have the backup of Dexter though, so they still have 2 more players left on the B site.
Percent of his remaining HP, but he will survive on 2. Oh, this shot for Sicko. A bit uncharacteristic, and I think he's screwed here. He's gonna have to peek out. Did he catch the shot anyway? Almost running into the face of JW. But a nice trade from Crims, and this leave Hats alone. Look how quick the rotation's been. There's players pushing up through mid. They don't expect it. Malta with 2. As said, they've been so good. The B player is actually retaking A. Passive spot actually from Dexter, maybe expecting a rotation away from the A site, but instead it's going to be the retrieval of the bomb, and Crims doesn't really stand a chance here. If he goes for this bomb plant, Dexter will be waiting, and he doesn't even get the chance.
This time though, Brolin. Okay. I don't know whether it's 2 in Boiler, but hey.
I think they were doing the boost that gives you vision over the top, but instead he just wraps around the corner and nets both opening kills. Sicko, this is the position he likes to play. Maybe not this far back, but he's going to be holding within the side. I don't think there's anything he can do. The Molotov forces him off the angle, and like Dexter, normally the Arch player, is deep within pit. You've got Sicko now playing on the opposing site as well on B, so they have completely changed their strategy for this single round, maybe just expecting that, okay, we've had a couple of rounds now where they've just blasted through short, so let's stack it up so there's not really anything they can do about it. They have 4 players here as well. Malta is going to get tagged, but this late utility has slowed down Fnatic a bit. Even still, Golden with the initial entry into the site, but they've still got this pit position to clear.
Dexter's going to get 1 though from Pits. I 100% know his players here. JW's not able to quite connect though as he looks to back away. He's going to look to essentially wrap in towards CT, where there's going to be 2 players already waiting. Golden tucked away in sight, looking to get a couple of kills here or there. His position has been given away as he tries to get some support from the apartments. JW gets the first. The bomb's being defused. I don't think there's much he can do about this, even with the second shot coming through. Jumps through the fire, but unfortunately jumps into a victory for Renegades. 10-5 at the end of the first half.
It's funnily enough, so I am going to call you a liar.
It's a treat, you know?
Brolin actually going to be double naded. An interesting investment coming out from Renegades, and a nade back in return from Golden. Flush is going to be the first to take a shot to the dome, and Malta has just doubled entryed around the side of Arch. This leaves Crims alone. He's got his trusty CZ, but multiple players to find. That's going to be easier said than done. The first will go his way, but that is all. Malta's going ham in this round, and with the B site under their control. As said, he's that annoyance. He's the man that's just in the back, just to kill you as you think you've got away. And he's going to be looking for JW as well, not wanting to allow him to save not only his Kevlar, but the kit and the smoke. It seems like the remaining teams are going to look to hunt him down as well. But do bear in mind, every kill that JW gets is an extra $300. So he is looking to make a little bit of bank as he goes along, just popping heads. It means nothing to the round, but he's going to kill everyone. The bomb goes off just to signal his defeat. Anymore. Well, I guess we called him Dignitas now. Either way, it's going to be the push into the site. Nice spray from Flusher to start things off. And JW's actually managed to get another with the P250. This is getting a little bit ropey for Renegades. They might have given a little bit too much space over to the remaining players.
Oh, Crims. Important for him to stay alive right now to allow Brolin to rotate back in the site to help out. They're already low on HP as well. The bomb goes down. Brolin gets the dink and the finisher.
Well, we know that anybody on the Swedish side could just go all the way in behind them, so they are going to pick up the pace a little bit, use that utility to force some of these players back, smoke them out, and now they want to try and overwhelm JW.
I like that flash, actually. Has him a little bit of time. Golden gets dinked up, though, unfortunately trying to help out JW. Crims is there to help cut off the push in towards CT, and Dexter gets the headshot, but unfortunately not able to recover the weapon. Bomb's still back in the top of his, is trying to rotate back in towards short. Brolin here looking to defend with the SG. That's going to be Hats now down. The bomb finally makes its way through. Might be actually planted here in the meantime, unless they can rush him down, and Sicko will get the plant. So mission accomplished for them, but not going to be the round, ideally. Just trying to come around the side. Sicko will take his head clean off, and now it's all on Brolin in a 1-on-2. There's very real possibility that Renegades can win this round now. Brolin now spots out Malta that's going to be up in towards apartments, and knows there's a player in towards site, but doesn't know exactly where Sicko's going to be.
Sicko's job is just to stay alive at this point while his teammate goes for the rotation, hoping that Brolin will expect him to still be up above. Nice shot from the youngster, though, to find that final pick. And is he just going to fake out the defuse? He is. He baits in Malta, but Malta just far enough round the corner and hits the shot with the D. He gets back and forwards. Round we go. Here goes JW. He gets aggressive, but doesn't expect anybody to be so close. Crim's in the corner. Sounds like his new podcast coming soon, but I think he's going to need to do an awful lot here. Nice shots onto Inns, who wasn't expecting anybody to be just around that spot. And look at the support. Fnatic have got players here so quickly. They managed to do the damage. It was actually the bomb peeking on Dexter who had to try and fade away. And now they sit in a retake scenario, which is possible.
Especially with Crim's here. I don't think they've actually spotted and pushed up this far. Unfortunately, he's not able to get the kill, though, as Malta secures and now Brolin. Do they know the players in the pit, though? That's going to be my question. I think it's going to be Hats there. Just clean shots coming through. Brolin gets him down, but it doesn't matter in the end. Renegades take the round.
You can make sure that this rotation doesn't happen. So they're just going almost off gambles. Now, JW finding that peak and not really spotting anyone else. And the fact is, they're right on their front door. That smoke timing, though, that's an issue.
Oh, Golden. It's actually going to fall back with the flashbang. Gets the first, though. Sprays another second. Connects, though, for some decent damage. Now down to the two players with 20 seconds left to get this bomb down. Flusher plays this one perfectly, trying to wait for reinforcements. Yeah, let them get the bomb. They have the money anyways. We need to win the round, and he gets the kill. There we go, Fnatic. And it looks like banana control will be, I was going to say, will be gained for Fnatic. However, Dexter.
Was that just straight through the smoke? I think it was. Dexter has come into his own once again. Flashbang over the top gives Golden one, but the B site now left completely open, but the T's are none the wiser. And as the push comes in, I think they've timed this quite well, as JW is no longer going to be able to do too much unless he hits something straight through the smoke. Brolin, however, as said, from that pit, I think this is going to be so difficult to clear him.
.20 seconds left. Trying to boost up to see into sight. JW back towards B. Nice little jump around as well. In's going to take it out. Brolin's there, but Brolin's only able to get one. Crims, though, gets the avenging kill, though, with the Molotov. Now it's going to be JW up against Sicko. Op versus Op. Bomb now down. Renegades looking for a minimum of an overtime. Unable to quite connect the shot for both Oppers here. Incendiary comes in yet again to force Sicko off and back into a different position. Comes around the corner. Smokes there. JW doesn't know where Siggy's going to be, but he still connects a shot nonetheless with the pistol. Trying to jump through the smoke here. Trying to connect a single shot. Time has started to tick away, and JW just going back for the reload. The smoke will dissipate. Throws the op at him. And Sicko's playing this perfect, playing it down to a T. JW will get the kill, but the defuse, will it be there in time? Oh my gosh, if Sicko just held a little bit longer. Okay, another incendiary being thrown straight down towards the bottom and middle. And here they come, rushing straight towards the B side. Flusher's waiting though, and Flusher gets himself a nice crisp little double. And a third, and a fourth, not gonna happen as Zen's gonna finish him off. And now Golden, he's gotta hold steady. He does have Crims there to back him up, however.
In's actually gonna be able to sneak his way around in towards the church, and he's praying that Crims is not looking in that direction. But he's not. That will be the clinical kill. Now they just look for Golden, who's going to be lurking at the back of the site. He's been spotted out, both players with M4s. But still 20 seconds left, and the rotations now come in. The bomb not in the hands of the remaining T, but pretty damn close. But I think they've missed their chance here. In's left completely blind, and Golden will close out the round. A double for him. I think this was 14-6.
Good spray down. Brolin again. Does this guy miss many shots with the SG? Finally one comes through, but the damage has been done. Smoke comes in to delay any sort of push out of apartments. You have Inns flanking him from behind, which might have an opportunity, but JW quickly shuts that one down, and it's all on Malta and Sicko to keep Renegades' hopes alive in their opening match of Intel Extreme Masters Katowice as they come out of apartments and straight into the welcoming arms of Fnatic.